Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the very foundations of the NFL universe. A move so shocking, so unprecedented, that it could rewrite the future of a franchise, and maybe, just maybe, the entire league. You hear whispers, you see the rumors start to swirl, but what I have confirmed behind closed doors is beyond anything you could imagine. This is not just a typical trade rumor. This is an all-out, high-stakes game-changer involving a superstar whose name hasn't even been leaked yet. But trust me, what I'm about to reveal will blow your mind, and it's only the beginning. The NFL's biggest organizations, top agents, and league insiders have gone into a frenzy, scrambling to decode this secret. Phones are ringing off the hook, encrypted messages flying through the night. Something colossal is happening right now, and very few have the full picture. Imagine a scenario where a team, desperate for a leadership anchor, a dominant force to shift the entire trenches, is making a clandestine push for a player so elite, so irreplaceable that his presence alone could topple rival defenses and reshape the division. This isn't just about filling a hole, it's about rewriting the script, a move so audacious that the league is holding its breath. My sources just confirmed something huge, a deal in the works that would send shockwaves from the East Coast all the way to the West, a trade that could jolt the landscape of the NFL for years to come. But who? Now, pause for a second. I need you to listen carefully. This isn't just a scoop. It's a revelation that will define the offseason. I'm talking about a player entrenched in the heart of this debate, someone whose name has been whispered behind closed doors but never publicly linked. And I swear what you're about to hear is 100% verified, top-secret intel. But I need you to do something before I go further. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and activate the notification bell. Because the insiders, the real insiders, they don't spill secrets like this every day. Only those who are inside know the magnitude of what's happening. If you want the full story, the undisclosed details, and the entire truth, stay locked in. Because those next few minutes, they'll be nothing short of historic. Now let's set the stage. The Washington Commanders, a franchise fighting to climb back from years of mediocrity, are in the middle of a seismic shift. You see it in their recent moves, hiring Dan Quinn, shaking up the coaching staff, reincorporating veteran stars like Jonathan Allen and Bobby Wagner trying to find their identity. But is that enough? No, they need a game changer. They need a guy in the trenches, someone who embodies strength, resilience, and elite performance. That's exactly what they've been desperately hunting for behind the scenes. Private jets flying across the country, secret meetings with agents cloaked in secrecy, encrypted calls between front offices, all of it points to one undeniable truth. They are targeting someone who can elevate this team from the ashes. They've been scouring the market for months, analyzing every available star. They've held clandestine talks with top agents and NFL insiders trying to weigh every option. But the moment they laid eyes on HIM, the game shifted forever. This isn't just a player that fits the mold. No, this is the player who could end up being the cornerstone of Washington's resurgence, the missing piece that takes them from underdog to contender. And yes, I am talking about someone who has defined his position in recent seasons with relentless dominance. And then, out of nowhere, they found HIM. Yes, I said it. The name that's about to ignite NFL headlines across the world, the name that will be etched into the annals of history if this deal goes through, is none other than Quenton Nelson. That's right, Quenton Nelson. Now let me tell you everything about him, because this isn't just a hunch. I have detailed, verified intelligence that confirms the Indianapolis Colts. Stargard is the target of a blockbuster trade that could reshape the league. Nelson, at 29 years old, is a generational talent. Standing at 65 and tipping the scales at 330 pounds of pure muscle, he's an absolute beast in the trenches. Born in Holyoke, New Jersey, and a Notre Dame alum, Nelson has been a cornerstone of the Colts' offensive line since being drafted 6th overall in 2018. From the moment he entered the league, he's been nothing short of elite. His game is a symphony of power, agility, and technical mastery. His hands are like steel traps, his punch devastating, and his ability to read defenses almost prescient. Over his 8 NFL seasons, Nelson has been a multiple-time All-Pro, earning 6 selections, including 3 first-team nods. If that's not enough, he's been a perennial Pro Bowler, 8 consecutive trips to Honolulu, a record for a guard in his first 8 years. This year alone, he posted an 85.1 overall grade, according to PFF, a number that screams elite performance. His consistency is unmatched. He started every game since his rookie season, and his leadership has become instrumental for the Colts' offensive identity. Contractually, Nelson is in the final year of a staggering 4-year, $80 million extension, with $60 million guaranteed. His cap hit for 2026 is roughly $24 million, a figure that many teams would gladly pay for his dominance. The Colts know they face a crossroads: either re-sign him at the same level or accept losing a future Hall of Famer for nothing. But here's the intrigue. Washington's front office is actively exploring every avenue to acquire Nelson, leveraging every ounce of their cap space and strategic assets to pull off what would be the most seismic move of the season. So why Nelson? Because he's the missing link. The man who can anchor an offensive line, protect their young quarterback Jaden Daniels, and unleash the full potential of Washington's offense. Imagine Daniels behind one of the league's best guards, his pocket collapsing only on the rarest occasions. Imagine a run game revitalized, defenses trembling at the mere sight of Nelson pulling to the second level. This is about transforming Washington from a struggling team into a serious contender. And trust me, it's not just fantasy. It's a real possibility. And here's where it gets even more intense. NFL insiders have praised Washington's front office, describing GM Adam Peters as a genius working in the shadows, orchestrating moves millions are unaware of. Rival teams, especially NFC rivals like the Eagles and Giants, are trying everything to block this deal, fearing what Nelson's addition could do to the division. But sources close to the Commanders tell me that the logistics are falling into place faster than anyone expected. The league's top agents are already putting their fingers on the scale, whispering about potential incentives in Nelson's contract that include performance bonuses, playoff incentives, and even personal legacy clauses. Imagine a deal that not only secures Nelson for the long haul but also involves cutting-edge technology, guaranteed performance milestones, and bonus clauses worth millions in extra incentives. This isn't just a trade, it's a full-scale NFL masterstroke. And what about the repercussions? Well, this move alone could elevate Washington's offensive line from the bottom third of the league to one of the top in a matter of weeks. Their run game would explode, giving Daniels the protection he needs to develop into a true franchise quarterback. The entire scheme could shift: more play action, more vertical passing, fewer sacks, and a renewed confidence in their ability to challenge the elite. And Nelson's leadership. That's the real kicker, a guy who's been recognized as a future Hall of Famer, praised by legends and peers alike for his relentless work ethic and football IQ. In fact, NFL authority figures have already validated the interest. One league insider who prefers to stay anonymous told me, if the Commanders pull this off, they'll be a top-tier contender in just one offseason. Nelson is a franchise changer, a top-3 guard in NFL history at his peak. Our Ivals are scrambling to counter, but this is a game of chess, and Washington is playing it masterfully. Now, let's break down the financial puzzle. Nelson's $24 million cap hit is steep, but it's well within reach for a team like Washington that's been accumulating cap space, ready to make a splash. The question is, who else might move? Reports suggest that they're already exploring releasing or restructuring contracts of aging veterans like Charles Leno Jr. and Isaiah Wright to clear space. They're also weighing the potential of trading assets or draft picks to sweeten the pot. The move to acquire Nelson would likely involve a package of picks, perhaps a mid-round selection plus a younger player or two, all wrapped into a strategic package engineered to outsmart rival GMs. What about Nelson's future? At 29, he's nearing the prime of his career, and based on his current trajectory, he could dominate for another 5 to 6 years at least. Adding him to Washington's roster could set the tone for an entire era, a team built to compete now and into the future, with a strong offensive line being the foundation for all their aspirations. Compare this to other blockbuster trades in NFL history. Think of the Rams acquiring Matthew Stafford or Cleveland trading for Watson, and you realize that Nelson represents a similar level of impact, a true franchise cornerstone. But for now, the question remains, what's next? Will the league's front offices pull the trigger on this historic deal in the next 48 hours? Or will the whispers fade into the background, leaving the NFL at the mercy of what could be the biggest shock of 2026? One thing's certain, all eyes are on Washington and the clock is ticking. This isn't just a rumor, folks. It's a reality unfolding before your very eyes. As I speak, negotiations are intensifying, and the league's top decision-makers are weighing the future of their franchises in the next few critical days. If this deal goes through, it will be remembered as one of the most audacious, transformative moves in NFL history. And trust me, when it finally happens, it will be etched into the history books forever. So stay tuned, because what I've just revealed is only the tip of the iceberg. The next 48 hours will be critical, and you do not want to miss what's coming next. This is the moment where history is written. Are you ready for the biggest NFL scoop of 2026? Because I promise, the best is yet to come. Remember, the NFL's landscape is about to be rewritten, and Washington's name is about to be stamped in bold letters all over the headlines. Buckle up, because this is just the beginning. And when it breaks, when the deal is finalized, you'll know you got the inside scoop first. Stay locked, stay tuned, the future is now.